I'm behind my chair. The chair is here for support if you need it. If you do feel that your balance is challenged for today, you're welcome to keep a hand on the chair the whole time. You're also welcome to use your book or not use your book. So find what works best for your body. The first one we'll do are our side steps. So I'm going to start with both feet on one side. Remember, you can use a book or you don't have to. You can have an imaginary book. And we're going to step up and over, trying to lift those thighs as high as is comfortable up to the height of the hip. And remember to lift those toes as well. So clearing the book, really feeling the work of the thighs, the hip flexors, and whether you are seated or standing, want to make sure we maintain that good upright posture, shoulders over the hips, core is engaged, and head is pulled back over the tailbone. Clearing the book. And this will be my last time. And done. And then go ahead and shake it out. I'm going to turn my book to the side so it's a little bit shorter of a width. And then now we're moving forward and back stepping. So let's step forward. This time, if you're standing, you're going to allow that trailing foot to come to meet the front foot. And then we'll step back. If you need to look, if you are using a book and you need to look down for the first few ones, go ahead and do so. Up and over. Same foot leads. So we'll do 5 times with the same lead foot, and then switch over to the other foot. And you want to make sure that you don't step on the book. If you happen to step on the book, like so, make sure that your foot is completely off of the book and planted down before allowing the opposite foot to come back to it. Okay, let's go over to the other side. You'll notice my hand is on the chair the whole time, so I can really just focus on the strength of the movement as opposed to the balance. Opposite leg leads up and over, and then back behind you. Up and over, and then back behind you. And you can occasionally look down to make sure you are clearing your book, but just make sure it doesn't affect your posture. So try to keep that posture really nice and upright. You should feel lots of heat building. And then back and down. All right, and go ahead and shake it out. For the next two, we won't be using the book. So I'm just going to slide the book so it is out of the way. And we'll do our side-to-side slides. So we'll stand with the feet as pretty close together on one side. We're going to step out and then same thing, lift a little bit and slide it over. As you're sliding, really feel the squeeze of that inner leg. And then moving over to the other side, step it out, lift, keep that leg relatively straight as you slide and squeeze those inner thighs together. Let's do a few more times. Step it out and slide to the side and slide. So, but depending on the surface of your floor, you might have to lift your foot a little bit higher if you have like a rug or if you're on carpet. Always make sure the joints are happy. So if you do need to modify the movement to make sure those joints stay happy, go ahead and do so. Feel the squeeze of the inner thighs. And let's just do one more time. And together. All right. Now let's move into our last standing or seated exercise, our dynamic stepping. I'm going to give you the side view for this. And I also will keep my hand on the chair for a little bit more support so I can really focus on the strength of the movement. Standing up tall. Hand is onto the chair. Good posture. Lift one leg up to the height of the hip. And then we'll lift those toes as well. And then we'll step it forward, almost as if we're going to take a step forward. Make sure you're not locking out the knees, soften in both knees. I'm going to flatten the foot, drag it as far back behind as is comfortable. So feel the work of the back of the leg. And then I'm going to lift it up again. So I think of this almost like as a horse or kind of using its hoof to scrape the ground. So let's do a total of 5 times. And the range of motion is up to you. So if you need to keep your leg a little bit lower or not draw it as far back, feel free to do so. Always adjust to suit your body. All right. So we work the front of the thighs on that one, hip flexors, and also the back of the legs. Let's move over to the other side. Standing up tall, hand on the chair for support. Lift the thigh, lift the toes, step it forward and slide it back and then lift. Step it forward, slide it back and lift. 3 more times, step forward, slide back and lift. So 2 more times. Once again, making any adjustments for the type of floor you have. You might be able to hear as my foot slides on this yoga mat, and we'll lift and then relax and shake it out.